Hello everyone, I am Mrs. Bailey, and today we are going to be just taking a quick look at our budget, not much. We're going to do some expense tracking, and I want to also go over my sinking funds that I need because today is April 8th, and I actually have some things that's due next month that I should have been putting towards. So I said, let me just go over all of my sinking funds to see what we need to do as far as like just putting, even if it's just a few dollars here or there, so that it won't be so overwhelming for us when the time comes. So first off, welcome back to everyone, and welcome if you're new. I love to give shout outs to my new subscribers, and I can only do that if your account is public. That's the only way I can see you in the YouTube studio. So I would like to say welcome to Queen V34 and Joanna Gillard. Thank you so much for subscribing. That's Mr. Bailey in the background rubbing his hands together. I don't know why they sound like sandpaper. I swear his hands ain't hard, y'all. But anyway, I am going to go ahead and get started. Now, as far as the budget, it's nothing due yet on this except for the Honda is due tomorrow, but we haven't paid it yet, so I have nothing to check out. But it's one thing that I had to add on, and that was Mr. Bailey made a mistake and paid the wrong credit card the other day, so we still have to pay that credit card. So we got a notice today saying that it was late. We've never been late on a credit card before, and this was an actual mistake. If any of you guys know if we could like call them and see if we can get that, because I think it's at the point now where it's probably going to go on his credit this month saying that it was late. I'm not sure. But what is the day? I just said it, the 8th. Yeah, we had we just went on and just paid $39 because we just had paid we had put 50 on the other one, and that was due on the 4th, and we paid the wrong one. So oh, actually I don't want to do that. I want to put 0 here, and then we'll put 39 over here. If it looks like I'm writing funny, it's because I'm trying to write around my tripod. My tripod is actually right here, so, and I normally don't have my book open all the way like this. So anyway, that was like one of the updates that I wanted to do. And then I had a few receipts, so I need to do the expense tracking. Now I can close this up. Okay. So what do we have here? Okay, we had a Dollar Tree receipt from the 7th that I'm going to have to split up. So both is Dollar Tree. Okay, we had the only thing on here that was from household was 2 packs of batteries, and that's $125 plus $125, so that's $250 plus 15 cents to sales tax, so that's $265. And then the rest was snacks, so that would go under groceries, so $650 minus $265. The other part was $385 for groceries. You guys are getting this video late today because me and Mr. Bailey had to go get the oil change that we was talking about. So I'm gonna actually put that on here also. But yeah, we had to go get the oil changed, and it didn't come out to what we thought it was. So I was going to do this video before we left, and because I thought that I knew the price, but I'm glad I didn't, because I'm going to have to put that on here also. So yesterday we met our siblings at lunch yesterday, and it was actually breakfast. And me and Mr. Bailey went to El George's, and we're going to put that under groceries because when we do go out to eat, that is normally the only thing that we cook or eat. So that came out to, it was $22.89, but we left a $4 tip, so $26.89. that came out to. And then while we were waiting on the oil change today, we went to Pizza Hut. We walked down to Pizza Hut because that is going to actually be dinner today. And they had that meal deal that we got last time. It's 2 pizzas with as many toppings as you want, wings and breadsticks and sauce for $24.99. So I think it was $25.99. But that's going to be under groceries because that is dinner today. We only ate a couple slices out of it, so it's literally like 2 entire whole pizzas. So it came out to, after tax, it came out to $28.61. Mr. Bailey got a soda too, so that's why it came out to $28.61. And then we left a $5.14 tip, so that came out to $33.75. And the last thing was the oil change. And that came out to, we're just gonna put oil change twice because I do have that over here. And that, instead of the $249 that we thought it was gonna be, because of something that they said, some kind of warranty, something, I don't know, it only came out to $167. So they did the inspection and everything. So we were good to go on that. Okay, so let's go ahead and let me grab my markers. So the household, what do we, I think we only planned, oh, that's last week's. Household, we only planned $50. So 50 minus 265. We still have $47.35. And then groceries, what did we do? $150. So $150 minus $385. If y'all start hearing a lot of ruckus going on in the background, it's because my kids are getting ready. They're about to go to work. My oldest just came to get the other 2, and they are all about to go to work. So 119.26 minus 33.75, 85.51. That's probably going to be the last time that we go out to eat this week. Let's see, purple. Unless we get something like on the weekend. We normally do that sometimes too. But this 85.51, I'm going to need to stretch it out this week because I'm still trying to pay back the binder, which one of you did say in the comments, like, do you think you could just split it up over a couple weeks? I really can. That the initial thing was me to just like put a little bit every day, but things just haven't been going as planned. So I just didn't, I just pushed it over to this week because I forgot about the oil change. That was the problem. Okay, so the oil change we thought was supposed to be $249 and it ended up being $167. So that left $82 for that. That can go towards something else. Hopefully that binder. Okay, I'm not going to color code that because I don't even have a, I guess I got some markers over here, but okay, so that's going to be that. Now I want to go to the sinking fund. So what I did is I have these sheets, like when I do my budget, just in case, before you guys bought me these erasable pens. Y'all know I used to mess up all the time. So I used to put my budget on here first and then transfer it to the book. But this sheet does have notes on the back. So I wanted to see what my sinking funds was. I am going to share my screen with you guys. I'm trying. On the side here, let's see. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Okay. I always say 3, 2, 1 so that I can know when to put the screen up so that it can match what I'm saying when I edit. Okay, so this is all of my stuff that I have on the side. On as far as my cash envelope sinking funds. I've always had these. So I'm pretty sure it's probably changed. But the 2 that I am worried about, the most is the car registrations that are coming up. I was trying to tap that. Okay, so you guys can see the car registration, and if you can see right under that, the UPS. I don't want to click them because but if you see where the cursor is at, the car registration and then the UPS. I am not going to pay $600 for the UPS. I wanted to, but because I'm getting such a late start, I'm just going to go ahead and do the $150 again for the 3 months. The UPS is my mailbox. So when you guys send me things, it goes to the mailbox. So all of these sinking funds here, and also at the top, you see the emergency fund. So if I bring out my binder, I want to start putting, I don't know if you guys remember, let me get out the book. Let's see. Oh, babe, that was that, you wanted to start that, remember? Yeah. Okay, guys, yep. Before everything started with the Jeep and we had to take out all of our funds out of our binders, we used to do this. So I think what I want to do is I want to start putting that $23 every time I can back into the emergency fund. So that's one of the funds that I want to start back up. So that was this one. And this envelope is for, let's see, we had credit cards, that's for debt. So we're just going to eventually start stuffing that. But the Jeep, that's the car maintenance. We're not going to put it necessarily for the Jeep, but after listening to some of the prices today at the Honda dealership, I think we better start saving up, like, for just in case. Like, even though most of our stuff is covered under warranty, I feel like we just need to start putting stuff in here because our warranty is probably going to be over so fast because of how many miles we put on it so fast. I want to start putting maintenance towards that. Okay, this is the UPS. So right now the UPS has nothing in it, but it's $150 and it's going to be due on May 19th. So I need to start putting like $5 a day, or I mean like $5 every so often, just to over the next month and a half or whatever, month and a couple weeks, a week and a half, I don't know. The Sam's Club membership, if I could just keep on, like this is just as, I just never unstuffed this because it only has a few dollars in there. So, but I need to keep doing that. Like I need to start putting just a couple dollars in there whenever I can. And because that's not due until September, I believe like the end of September. And this is the registration. As you can see on here, the registration right there where the cursor is at, I just had for $400, but I think I am going to up that. I didn't even look at the registration to see how much my registration for the Honda was, but as for right now, I think I'm going to up it to 600. So let me change that. I'm going to up that to 600, and the UPS we're just going to go ahead and do. I'm going to actually keep the UPS like that because I eventually want to do that. I eventually want it to be pay it yearly, but the registration I want to up to 600 because I still have the black Buick. I said the black Buick. You guys never knew what color it was, but I still have the Buick. It's a 2007 Buick Lucerne. We still have that, but the transmission went out. We had let my son loan it. Well, we loaned it out to him, and one day he called us and said it wasn't moving anymore. We tried to put some fluid in there and then it just totally would not go in reverse or forward. So it still starts, it still does all the stuff, but we found like a transmission for like a couple $100, but we don't know. Like it's taken forever for these people to try to get it out of the other car, and then we haven't followed back up with them since then. So, but I don't want that car sitting in my driveway not insured or not with the correct tags on it. So unless we sell it before May or by my birthday in May, I'm going to go ahead and get the registration. So I want to save for that. And we still have the Jeep. I think that's my birthday too, right, babe? The Jeep, yeah. So the Jeep is still at my birthday. So all of this is next month. So I think that's like 100 and something, close to 200. And we're gonna have the Honda. I didn't look at the registration. If I had my wallet in here, I would look, because I do have the registration in my wallet, but so I'm just gonna say 600. So we're gonna start doing that one. And as for it, okay, you guys know about the savings. Okay, so those are the things that I want to start doing like right now. So that's the emergency fund. So let's go ahead and put the emergency fund. I'm going to take this screen. Let me take this screen recording off. The emergency fund is $1,000 that we want to have. The UPS is $150, and the registration $600. Hey, Tim. So these are the things that, what is that? That's like $1,750, I think, pretty much. So 1,000 plus 150 plus 600. Yeah, that's $1,750 that I would like to have sooner than later. And this is all on top of me still trying to do the 100 envelope challenge and all of the other things that's going on too. Hey, June. So I'm more so worried about the 750 of this, because that is what we're gonna need within the, well, not 750 minus 1550. Nope, 550 is what we're gonna need by next month. So I don't want that to be just coming up on me like that. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and start saving for that. And then all of the other stuff that you saw in here was just like my kids, like a new house, vacation, dental. I'm eventually gonna get to that stuff, but all of the stuff that you saw at the top, those was me eventually wanting to put in this binder. I wanted to start one day putting my 1 month ahead. So I got Apple subscriptions, life subscriptions, the utilities, the phone, the car, the house, the insurance, you know, like all of those type of things. I want to eventually start getting those in there, but that's not something that I'm worried about right now either. My main thing is making sure we remain current and starting to look ahead on some of these sinking funds. But I need this in my face so that I won't forget. So I'm actually just going to keep it like inside of here somewhere. I'll just probably keep it right here. Let's see, what's the next budget? Yeah, I'm going to keep it within the budget, so that way I know I'll always see it sticking out. So like when I go to do next week's budget, it'll be already right here and I'll have it right there. But anyway, you guys are going to get this late today because I have to edit this video, and we are already at 18.5 minutes. So that means I have to watch 18.5 minutes worth of this, and hopefully I can get, sometimes my iPad doesn't sync with my iPhone when it comes to some of this stuff. So hopefully I can get that screen recording over to my phone. So if you guys don't see the screen recording up there, I apologize, but I can't, like be messing around with it. So hopefully we can get it up there. But if not, that's pretty much it for today. If you made it to this point, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate you all for staying to this point. And I am going to see you guys tomorrow. Make sure you leave a comment, even if it's just an emoji, and a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. I believe like 45% of you watch me and is not subscribed. So if you like what you see, or you are interested in our journey, then go ahead and make sure you hit that subscribe button. And I will see you guys tomorrow with, I did not go to work today. So I'm going back tomorrow. I went on Monday and I didn't go today, but I'm definitely going tomorrow. I have to, because as you can see, all of these bills that's due. So I'll see you guys tomorrow, probably with a update on the budget and maybe a rideshare ride along. Thank you all so much for watching. See you tomorrow.